Grab the wall.
Get to it, alright? Get you. Here's the deal. Awesome. You gotta see anything exactly. Have you scrabbled there?
Good seal, good zip with the white tabs. Keep the seal. When you inhale, do not bring the lips back. You're not supposed to. Button only method. You can come to the splash guard. You won't have water in your mouth right now, but you're still going to have that water in your leg.
Sailors with the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit learn how to escape from a submerged aircraft while training at the Helicopter Underwater Egress Trainer aboard Camp Lejeune, North Carolina on August 28, 2013. This training allowed the Marines to practice evacuating from an aircraft after a crash at sea. This is a requirement for all 24th MEU Marines who will ride in an aircraft over water.
Very worthwhile and realistic, especially since they started off the class showing a video of an actual helicopter crash. So everybody was in the mindset that it was worthwhile and necessary training.
It is a completely unnatural act to be upside down, in gear, underwater, with blackout goggles on. So they do a great job of telling you what to expect. They do a couple of run-throughs in the sweat chairs where they flip you and you're just sitting in a chair, and then they give you the instruction you need to get through it. So
Much real life situations you can to get yourself used to practice for, to get out of, is always a good thing. I think prior to that, it'd be real hard if I was in any kind of helicopter crash in the water. I definitely would have I had no idea what
take a breath. Remember to take that last breath before you are underwater and can't breathe for, 20 seconds or however long it takes you to get your air. Definitely realistic. It's very hard to describe being turned over upside down underwater without actually doing it. So the realism there was certainly helpful to build your confidence.
They do have windows in your way that you have to get through. On a 53 you pull in, on a 46 you pull out, and there's a pull tab that's going to loosen the gasket. You get to practice that. On a 22 you have to turn a handle and then the door pulls in. You actually practice that. Before it was just a bunch of open holes in a can that was underwater. So you just wait and swim out. This you actually have to do the steps that you're going to have to do if you need this training. It's like teaching someone how to shoot dry fire but never putting bullets in the weapon, so they don't understand what they're really going to run into. You can have a great sight alignment type picture, but until the weapon kicks, you don't know what it feels like.
I thought it was pretty useful. If I ever go down in a helicopter, I feel pretty safe trying to get out. It was probably some of the funnest training I've had so far.
The first day consists of classroom. We'll spend about 2 hours in the classroom going over plan of the week. After that, they go into what we call the swimmer, which is shallow water initial memory mechanical release device, which basically teaches them to start thinking on the water using their reference points and using handles and levers to eventually help them escape the overturned vessel. After that, they go into what's called the MSWET, Modular Shallow Water Egress Trainer. Basically, we strap them into a seat, flip them upside down. They release their seat belts, jettison a window, and pull themselves through the egress, another stepping stone towards doing the RBS dunker, which they'll go upside down and egress out of that. Second day of training starts at 8. We get them in here and we start right off the bat, put them in the RBS. We start the rides as we have one person in the front seat, we have a person in the back seat, and we run them through 4 rides throughout the course of the day. And so it'll be one ride out the front during daytime conditions, one ride in the back seat during daytime conditions for each student.
Going through the dunking experience was actually kind of nerve-wracking a little bit because it's not a natural movement, because your buoyancy goes up, so you want to swim down to get out, which is completely unnatural thinking. So. Then we switch to night conditions where we'll do a night ride with a student in the front and a night ride with a student in the back seat.
Definitely makes you have a much more appreciation for the boat from a safety standpoint as well as an egress standpoint about things you need to do and, you know, things you may not have known prior to that could potentially be, you know, harmful inside the boat or dangerous, or the unknown things that are inside the boat. You become much more aware of what's going on inside the boat when it's, you know, you're underwater and it's dark and it's, you know, there's just a lot of variables, and all those variables kind of come together here, you know, at the training centers. It was wonderful training.
I like to tell the guys that, you know, now they are the SMEs of, you know, underwater egress for an RBS, so they need to come back and, you know, just not keep that training in to themselves, but they need to spread it to the rest of the boat crew.